Welcome back to Sports Day Tribune. I'm Noah, and today we're diving into the world of women's basketball, where one rising star continues to capture headlines both on and off the court. That's right, we're talking about none other than Caitlyn Clark, the phenomenal rookie who's been setting the WNBA alight with her electrifying performances. As we hit the midway point of the WNBA season, teams are gearing up for a month-long break to accommodate the All-Star game and the upcoming Paris Olympics. It's been a whirlwind of a season so far, with most teams having already played more than half of their 40 regular season games. But leading the pack in terms of games played is Caitlyn Clark's Indiana Fever, who've already notched up an impressive 26 games. Now, let's talk about the Fever's journey this season. It's been quite the roller coaster ride, hasn't it? They stumbled out of the gates in May with a dismal 1-8 record, leaving fans and pundits alike wondering if the hype surrounding Clark's arrival was just that, hype. But hold on to your seats, because what happened next is nothing short of remarkable. Over the past 2 months, the Fever have completely turned things around, posting a solid 10-7 record. That's the kind of resilience and determination that separates the good teams from the great ones. Speaking of great, let's focus on the woman of the hour, Caitlyn Clark. Her transition from college superstar to WNBA sensation has been seamless, and the fans have certainly taken notice. In a testament to her rapidly growing popularity, Clark emerged as the top vote-getter for the All-Star game. The numbers are staggering, folks. Clark racked up a whopping 700,735 votes, leaving even established WNBA stars in her wake. To put that into perspective, let's look at the other top vote-getters. Aaliyah Boston came in second with 618,680 votes, followed by Aja Wilson with 607,300, Brianna Stewart with 424,135, and Angel Reese with 381,518. These are all incredible players in their own right, but Clark's vote tally is in a league of its own. It's a clear indication of the impact she's having on the sport and the connection she's forged with fans in such a short time. But Clark isn't just making waves on the court, she's also turning heads off it, particularly with her recent appearance on the All-Star red carpet in Phoenix.
Hi guys! So we got a blue dress, Versace shoes, Versace bag, Tiffany bracelets, Tiffany necklace, Cartier earrings, so that's what we got.
Now, I'm no fashion expert, but even I couldn't help but be impressed by Clark's elegant ensemble. She was decked out in high-end brands, looking every bit the superstar she is. And while the price tag for such an outfit would likely make most of us wince, it's worth noting that these glamorous red carpet looks are almost always sponsored, especially for someone of Clark's growing stature in the sports world. This brings us to an interesting point about the business side of sports stardom. As athletes like Clark rise to prominence, their appeal extends far beyond their athletic abilities. They become brand ambassadors, influencers, and style icons. It's a testament to Clark's marketability that she's already attracting this kind of attention and sponsorship so early in her professional career. Now, let's shift gears and talk about tomorrow's All-Star game. It's set to tip off at 8:30 p.m. ET, and it's shaping up to be a must-watch event. Clark and her fellow All-Stars will be going up against the USA basketball women's national team, and you can bet there's going to be some extra motivation for Clark in this matchup. Why, you ask? Well, in a decision that raised more than a few eyebrows, Clark was left off the national team roster for the upcoming Paris Olympics. It's a snub that's got a lot of people talking, and tomorrow's game presents Clark with the perfect opportunity to show the decision-makers exactly what they'll be missing in Paris. This All-Star game is already generating a lot of buzz, with many predicting it could be the most watched in WNBA history. And let's be honest, a large part of that is down to the Caitlyn Clark effect. Her presence alone is a massive draw for viewers, which makes her absence from the Olympic team all the more puzzling. You can't help but think that having Clark on the Olympic roster would have given a significant boost to viewership for women's basketball at the Games. But let's not get too caught up in what could have been. Instead, let's look ahead to the future. While Clark won't be showcasing her skills in Paris this summer, there's already talk of her potentially captaining the team for the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics. Now that's something to look forward to. As we approach the All-Star break, it's worth reflecting on just how much of an impact Clark has had in her rookie season. She's not just living up to the hype, she's exceeding it. Her play on the court has been nothing short of spectacular, but it's her ability to connect with fans and generate excitement around the league that's truly setting her apart. The WNBA has been growing in popularity over recent years, but the arrival of players like Clark seems to be accelerating that growth. She's bringing new eyes to the sport, attracting fans who might not have paid much attention to women's basketball before. And once they start watching, they're getting hooked by the high level of skill and competitiveness on display night after night. As we look ahead to tomorrow's All-Star game, there are so many intriguing storylines to follow. How will Clark fare against the national team that left her off their Olympic roster? Can she continue to shine on this bigger stage, surrounded by the best players in the league? And how will her Indiana Fever teammates, particularly fellow All-Star Aaliyah Boston, perform? But perhaps the most exciting aspect of this All-Star break is what it could mean for the rest of the WNBA season. With teams getting a chance to rest, recuperate, and refocus, we could see some major shifts in the standings when play resumes. The Fever, in particular, will be one to watch. If they can maintain the form they've shown over the past 2 months, they could be in for a strong push towards the playoffs. And at the center of it all will be Caitlyn Clark, continuing to dazzle fans with her on-court heroics and off-court charisma. Her journey from college phenom to WNBA star has been fascinating to watch, and the best part is, it feels like we're just at the beginning. There's a sense that Clark is not just a great player, but a transformative one. The kind that comes along once in a generation and changes the game forever. As we wrap up today's segment, I can't help but feel a sense of excitement about the future of women's basketball. With players like Caitlyn Clark leading the charge, the sport seems poised for unprecedented growth and popularity. Whether it's her clutch performances on the court, her fashion statements off it, or her ability to connect with fans, Clark is proving to be the complete package. Tomorrow's All-Star game isn't just a showcase of the league's best talent. It's a glimpse into the future of women's basketball. And if Caitlyn Clark's meteoric rise is anything to go by, that future is looking brighter than ever. So, make sure you tune in tomorrow night. Whether you're a die-hard WNBA fan or a casual observer, this is one game you won't want to miss. Who knows? You might just be witnessing the next chapter in the evolution of women's basketball. This has been Noah for Sports Day Tribune, bringing you the latest on Caitlyn Clark and the WNBA. Stay tuned for more updates, and we'll see you next time.